Welcome to Training Session 2, Lesson 3, Creating a Return for Credit Purchase Agreement. To create an RFC purchase agreement, select the purchase agreement from the list of existing purchase agreements. Click the Create RFC Cancellation Exchange button. Another window will open in which the return details can be entered. Now you need to select a transaction type. Your choices are cancellation, the patient has canceled the order before delivery; return for credit, the patient was fit with the devices but has decided to return part or all of the order; or exchange, the patient wants to try something different. For our example, we'll be using return for credit. This next item is very important. It is the back to vendor box. If the aids are going back to the vendor, you want the box checked. If the aids are going back into your inventory, it is important to uncheck the box. Next, you need to click the Submit button. This dialog box is letting us know that dispensing fees have been added to the order. All items will now be listed down in the Return Cancellation Items list. At the bottom of the list, we show dispensing fees. Dispensing fees reduce the amount to be returned to the patient. When this happens, an informal pop-up message will appear indicating that dispensing fees have been added. If dispensing fees should not be charged, the dispensing fees can be removed from the list of returned canceled items. To remove dispensing fees or items not being returned, simply highlight the item and click on the Remove button. Once our list of return items is complete, simply click the OK button. And now you can see our new RFC PA. Now you will need to create an invoice and return vendor order. Highlight the RFC PA and click the Create Invoice Vendor Orders button. Click Yes on the confirmation. Click OK for the message. And now you can see our new invoice number. Let's take a look at the order and invoice the RFC created. First, we'll click on the Orders tab. Here are our 3 return for credit orders, one for the hearing aids, one for the ear molds, and one for the accessories. Now let's take a look at our invoice. Click on the Invoicing tab. And now you can see our generated invoice. Before we finish up, I would like to point out a couple of things. First, you will need to approve the RFC invoice in order for the hearing aids to be removed from the serialized products list on the Patient tab. The aids will not be removed until the invoice has been approved. Also, if the aids were not returned to the vendor, and by that I mean when you did the RFC, if you did not check the Return to Vendor box, the aids will be put back into your inventory. That completes Session 2, Lesson number 3, Creating a Return for Credit Purchase Agreement.